Corona, okay. So, hello everybody. It's another episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. Last episode we saw probably the most depressing thing so far in my opinion. With the kid being the close
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They both lost a lot.
No, we're here. Did they both date or something? Ooh, okay. Pushed open. Whoosh. I didn't want to do that. Try two. Okay. Okay, Can I, like... There we go. Oh, did the kid die at birth? Oh. Wait, isn't Sam the guy that died? Why would you have to divorce a dead guy? He's dead. They actually have words on it. Okay.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Hey guys, due to the song being played here being copyrighted, I'm not able to play it on YouTube without the video being taken down. I've tried 3 times. I thought it was a different song too at one point. So, yeah, I finally figured it out. I'm going to put on some other music for you guys to listen to, but just try reading the words on the screen. Phew. Yeah, sorry for the inconvenience.
okay. Love, Sam.
Damn it. I don't know if that thing had his face on it. I think it did. Next time I find a word, I'm going to think.
I can't
Face.
imagine my mom
Okay,
writing
yes.
poetry.
His face is right there. Poem for Goose.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Oh.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Oh, hey! I am targeting the words.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Do I have to hit R1 to collect them or something?
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Oh, it's starting to storm. This is the best kite ever. Ooh, okay. Seriously, like, am I supposed to do something right now? Oh, wait. Found it.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
That's horrible, but... Where do I find the next set of words?
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain
ain't
came
it?
down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Guessing this is like a tornado, maybe? Okay, let's catch some lightning. Oh.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Well, that was a little bit depressing. Just the end line, really, more than anything. Alright, time to climb this wall. Sorry about the
My mom
silence
moved
there.
up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Okay. What now? Oh, stripper pole, let's go. Huh. Do I go through here now? I don't think I was supposed to go down just yet. I have to climb all the way back up. Ways to teach critical thinking. Fly to India. Okay. I really don't know what to do. Oh. You
My
there.
mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, hey, she is pregnant.
When my
Alright.
dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Ow. My ears.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal. But it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Oh, am I at the top now?
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a
That
room
blood?
full of paintings.
Okay, get it, headset. Stop. No, that's not blood, okay. I was going to say, like, what the heck? Oh, door.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
I like how the side's not getting smaller or bigger on the left. Left's not getting bigger, right's not getting smaller. It's cool.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay, Eddie, Lewis, Dawn, Sage, Sven. Oh, that's left.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Is that staircase always there? Aw, yeah. Just trapped by trash. Wait, what was that? Oh, never mind.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
That's suspicious. Was he a pedophile? joke. I'm not going to say it, in case you're wondering.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Weed?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Give me a second. Now that my headset's not going to beep every 2 seconds and hurt my ear. Oh crap, wait, what did
Dear
that
Mrs.
just say?
Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the
How did your
monotony
hand
of his
just
daily
suddenly get
life.
bloody? Oh, that's why.
He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
Huh? Did I crash?
wander.
Oh. Okay.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small. Imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
And toads.
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him
It's
then,
actually really cool.
daydreaming at the
Okay,
cannery.
there's the fish.
I spoke with his boss,
No fish?
but he said
Okay.
Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis.
I already know my arms are
So I
probably
let him
going
go
to
on.
stop.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a
Doggy.
new friend.
Okay. Oh, wait.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
That's cool. Sorry about that.
and songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band,
Oh, jeez, I thought that was already open.
and he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
The fish.
He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him
Literally?
that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished.
I don't like that. Oh,
He
okay.
held an election for mayor, and he won.
Yeah, let's go.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering.
Wait, what if I do stay? Oh, okay.
It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on.
Yeet.
New Louisville,
Oh, let's go.
St. Louis.
Revolved around
He
himself a
started
lot.
drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Minneapolis.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
It's kind of depressing.
In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
Handsome.
handsome
Sure.
queen.
Oh, sorry, fish. I forgot to murder you.
The queen was on her own quest for
It's the sinister serpents. It's cool.
sinister serpents.
Uh-oh.
He followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. We began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I had to go through the whole game again just to get to the scene, just because the
Including the
recording
wise Calico
failed.
who'd insisted on inviting him.
Don't know where Calico is, but they have Molly the cat, which is cool. And she adorable. Now it's time I took the left stairs. Let's take the right ones this time.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
I don't really want.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Alright. So if you guys liked today's episode, please like and consider subscribing. I'll see you all in the next video. This is Random007
Lewis and
signing
I
out.
spent a lot of time
And
playing
holy
games
crap,
together,
I just
but he
spent
was surprisingly
3
bad at them.
hours just so you
He
guys
died a lot.
could see that. Things I do for my viewers. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me.